Welcome back to Project Trackday once again. We are still almost going to get 1.5 million credits, but this time we're going to be doing for one more. And let's go over getting right in time to Paul Ricard. And it's time for our final GT1 LM racing for just a little bit. Now it's just going to be a little bit good instead of a Super GT. Was absolutely a little bit pretty slow, but we have to try to just a little bit for just only one first. Until we're going to be taking a little bit for straight on tonight. And it's got to be something a little bit for a night street racing scenery for just a little bit. Now we're just absolutely going to be using for a GT1 LM cars, starting with the McLaren F1 GT1. And we're just absolutely using for just a little bit once. And where's the moon that I just see for a GT Mustang GT4 as well. So as I'm going to be seeing around for this one, it's almost got to be midnight. And the lap times should be held at day. And because we're going to be testing out inside of the middle of the night, because I'm sorry for this, it's going to be taking for a little bit amount of minutes for just a very long time. It's not very taking for just a little bit. It's got to be late or something, and it's everyone not going to be too much because I won't be able to get ineffective. I'm pretty sure that the sun will rise up since I just onboard the car for just a little bit. I can see the sun from up here. I think it's time to start lap times until it's going to be a very late morning. The next late morning, it should be going to be taking a little bit seriously. But unfortunately, this is absolutely going to be taking all the way down here to the second gear. Looks like we are absolutely starting against the lap times. Under 2 minutes as well. We'll be going to be taking her out for just a little bit amount of stress. It's going to be taking a little bit of as well until we're going to be about to begin. Here we go, let's do this. And the sun just blazed around here. And before we're going to be making onto the straight, let's say it won't be absolutely going to be taking around for a 50 board. So looks like I'm just going to be taking a little bit so easy. Now this is going to be a little bit hard. And when it's late morning, that should be taking a look for a pure vanilla for just a little bit for going out to down here. That is the Vanilla Kingdom sunrise. I mean, that should be a Creme Republic sunrise as well. And Paul Ricard. So looks like we're at 32 seconds, which is absolutely taking for just a little bit to go on. And we're making onto this straight. And we're going to be getting onto this one. And let's blast all the way up here into this one strategy. Is this going to be trying to make onto their way into 180 miles an hour? Should be going to be heading on to 190, almost there to 200 miles an hour. That said, that the top speed should be 200 miles per hour. And this is going to be taking for a little bit strategy and taking on 100 board as well. I think which is absolutely made it while gone to Apex as well. Let's going to be taking a little bit for breaks a little bit earlier. I think which is absolutely seen around for going outside for too much against the fourth gear. Looks like it is absolutely almost went out of the track. We just might be able to get a little bit faster than the GTE cars. So if this is absolutely quite of just necessary, looks like the sun is going to be going up until that as well. So as I may know, it's going to be taking a little bit much. Let's take into our second gear to first gear. Looks like we just absolutely made a little bit of tweaks. I think we just absolutely made for just a little bit for 1 minute and 55.5. Almost to 1 minute for just a little bit more this time. So I cannot able to do that until we're going to be doing this for literally next time as well. So if it's absolutely going to be taking a little bit possible, I'm just going to be heading back into the garage and see what is going on. And looks like we're just absolutely doing for what's next. If we're absolutely going to be taking around for this strategy, using a GT1 LM cars as well. So I'm going to be using to pick up the Mercedes, which is absolutely going to be taking a little bit slow. This vehicle is absolutely really fast, but more than 200 miles an hour. So if it's just going to be going on board view to this vehicle as well, so I might going to be taking a little bit more tweaks. If we're going to be coming into a left-handed or right-handed, this is a left-handed version of this vehicle. So it looks like we're going to be came around for a couple of next laps, what is next. since I'm on PT Motorsport mode, and this car should be going to hit the 200 miles per hour for the first time, as it's going to be taking a little bit for much as more as it can. And this is going to be taking for wisely. We're in a level 57. It's going to be way more quicker than this one. So this is absolutely going to be taking a little bit of late morning. So it's going to be taking for a little bit for much as well. So it's going to be taking for good steps, going all over here. And we just absolutely making to our 200 miles per hour for himself. It is going to be trying to do like itself. And because of the good brakes, it absolutely did something a little bit for as well. So looks like we're going to be a snap on the exit. 1 second behind. And looks like we just absolutely 1.5 seconds behind him. I think we just absolutely did for and almost going to get a corner cut as well. So looks like we have to get around for 200 miles per hour as well. Looks like we're absolutely hitting for this time. This is actually going to be taking for a little bit much longer. But the V8 power will be reaching into 200 miles per hour. As you can see around the speedometer and the tachometer, we got for a 203 to 204 miles per hour, same as the NASCAR vehicle as well. And that was the top speed of this vehicle, 0.3 seconds behind as well. And looks like that was absolutely totally great. And that was so insane that I'm about to drive around for this vehicle. If this is absolutely taking for just a little bit run, that could be faster than supercars as well. That should be going to be almost faster than the Lamborghini Huracan. So this is going to be taking for a little bit as much pace as it can. I think which is absolutely made them to this only one thing. So we're going to be head back into first gear. I think which is the last 10 seconds. Which is absolutely taking for just a little bit good. 152 seconds. That was more likely quickly as well. And that is how we just absolutely reached up to 200 miles an hour. And because this thing was absolutely a 200 mile per hour breakdown. And looks like I must return back into the menu and back into the garage. And let's see. I think we just absolutely jump out here. And I'm sorry, this is absolutely not able to get reset for my character. Let's gonna be back into GT1 LM. And there, it should be the 996 GT1. That was deadly supercar. That was a deadly GT1 car. And by the end of the 90s, and because this one was absolutely for a right-handed vehicle as well, and this car might be able to cause for a flip out for this vehicle. If this is absolutely what happened for this year, for in the 1999, that's exactly how this vehicle might be able to get crashed for everything as well. If this is absolutely going to be taking for a world record for this one, I might sure that I'm going to be letting me know. 24 hours later, almost there for just a little bit, because this car might be no match to this track. And because one thing that I never saw to do like this, and before is not going to be very much as well. And because this guy was absolutely taking for a little bit slow, but it takes for a little bit of good amount of stuff as well. Let's say slow down and try not to get corner cutted anymore for this one. I think which is one's going to be getting corner cutted for this first time. I think which is absolutely never could have done without this. If this is absolutely going to be necessary throughout the lap times, which is absolutely taking on the good brakes, around said this in the chat filter, but looks like which is absolutely taking for just no choice. But looks like we're under 30 seconds for this one, 30.849, which is the fastest first sector in this only one thing. Which is absolutely going to be taking for a little bit as much without using some kinds of nitrox as well. If this is absolutely going to be hit throughout for 200 mile per hour loop, this is I'm going to be getting inside of this vehicle itself. This is inside of the cockpit view, inside of the onboard view. So this is absolutely the chase cam. Looks like we're just already hit the 200 miles per hour already. Looks like it's almost going to be the same as this one as we're going to be pretty yet as well. Looks like we just snap out of the exit and the top speed. Looks like we're just absolutely heading down into this only one opportunity. That should be going to be taking a little bit as one. Almost going to be hit the apex. To take a little bit much down into gear 3. I'm sure that are going to be very slow at this one. 32 seconds. beneath for this one. It is going to be taking for a very much more time. I think we're just absolutely good to go, but we're completely against for 200 miles per hour. So it is absolutely very slower than 1 minute and 51 seconds. I think with this last 4 seconds, I think we just absolutely failed, and that was 1 minute and 52 seconds. That is same slower that I absolutely very heard from. And I'm just gonna be taking around for this inside for this one. And the bad thing that I just almost 24 hours later, and I just feel so bad that I just went here to drive around for this thing. If this is the case, which is I won't be able to do like this one. So absolutely that is the end of this video. But anyways, that could not able to get around for beating all the way down through here. So that is Turbo Concepts signing off, because I'm sorry, this is what absolutely, because this 996 GT1 is going to be no match to this track and could not able to beat that guy anyways. So thanks for watching, but absolutely if you enjoyed for this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Thanks for watching for this moment, and about that I'm gonna be seeing you into our next video that we're gonna be shift up into the LMP1 team.